tired of burying our women.
A grandmother was close to getting out of a bad relationship when this happened.
He had shut and locked her front door, and he shot 4 times through her front door, hitting her 3 times.
New at 6, how the gunman tried to use a local Hooters to confuse detectives and establish an alibi.
Breaking news in southwest Atlanta. One woman is dead after police say she was shot multiple times. I'm Alan Devlin.
Officers were called to a home on Sandridge Place in the Sandalwood Estates neighborhood just before 6:15 p.m. The plan was to do a quick welfare check on 51-year-old Samantha Bozeman, a mother and grandmother. Unfortunately, what police discovered was far more than they bargained for. There had been a terrible shooting earlier in the house, which police later found out to have been captured by the victim's Ring doorbell. Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories. This story takes us to Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia's capital and largest city, is a vibrant hub known for its rich history, diverse culture, and thriving economy, serving as a major transportation and business center. Crime in Atlanta, Georgia is above the national median and has been a major problem for the city since the middle 20th century. Samantha Bozeman, age 51, was a mother and a grandmother. Samantha enjoyed living life. She traveled around the country to enjoy her life whenever she can. Another good thing about Samantha was that she loved taking care of kids. She had adopted 2 of her grandkids. She showed them love and showed everyone around her love too. Samantha, who was age 51, started dating a 33-year-old man named Maxwell Larder. They fell in love and dated for a while. The problem was that he was a bum and had nothing to offer her except that one thing bum usually offers. After living with her for a while without paying any bill in her home, he requested her to give up the kids whom she had previously adopted, but she refused. At some point things got out of hand when he won't let the issue go. On February 5, 2024, things escalated when Samantha sent him out of her house after bringing up the issue again. She got upset with him, especially because he was not paying any bill but wanted her adopted kids thrown out of her house. After a brief argument, he pulled out his gun and shot her multiple times. He then left the house to a strip club to create alibi.
Breaking news.
Breaking news in southwest Atlanta. A woman is dead after police say she was shot multiple times. I'm Alan Devlin.
And I'm Savannah Louie. This all happening inside of a house in the Sandalwood Estates neighborhood. We have Atlanta News first reporter Madeline Montgomery there live on Sandridge Place. Madeline, what are you seeing right now?
We're seeing Sandridge Place still completely blocked off. You can see right here police tape up. Atlanta police taking over the road entirely. They've been out here since 6 this evening, and we're told by Atlanta police that they were initially called to the house. It's this red brick home over here because of a welfare check, and when officers arrived, they could not get in, and so Atlanta Fire Rescue actually had to help assist in busting down the door to get inside of the home. Once inside, they found a woman who they say had been shot multiple times, and medical professionals deemed that she was deceased. And so now homicide detectives are out here trying to figure out exactly what happened, what led to her death. And so they are out here. They've been here 4 hours, and they are just still working on the situation. And of course, as soon as we learn more, we are going to let you know. But for now, they have this street still locked.
After a long investigation in which he claimed he had nothing to do with her death, police discovered a footage on her Ring doorbell that captured the whole event. He was arrested and charged.
A grandmother was close to getting out of a bad relationship when this happened.
Her front door, and he shot 4 times through her front door, hitting her 3 times.
New at 6, how the gunman tried to use a local Hooters to confuse detectives and establish an alibi.
Live, local, late breaking. This is Channel 2 Action News at 6 p.m. Coverage you can count on.
A family now has justice after their loved one was shot and killed by an abusive boyfriend. Good evening, I'm George Estevez.
Glad you're here with us. I'm Linda Stouffer. This is video of that shooting. her home when her boyfriend of 4 years fired through the door, killing her. Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie is live at the Fulton County DA's Domestic Violence Division. Mark, you found out how the killer tried to cover his tracks.
Yeah, Cassie Hall, the lead prosecutor on the case, says domestic abuse can take many forms. Part of the reason the Fulton County DA's office has an entire division devoted to domestic violence, and in this case, there is economic abuse, but then physical violence, murder.
I just was broken. Completely broken, shattered.
We're tired of burying our women to abusers.
I break down and cry every single day. Some days I don't even want to go on.
It's like, okay, you guilty. Dang, my mom still is not gonna hug me. And my mom's still not here. But he needs to be locked up.
Samantha Bozeman tried to close the door on her 4-year relationship with Maxwell Lartery, and in retaliation, he fired a gun through her front door, captured on Ring video, and killed her. Say Fulton County Chief Senior Assistant District Attorneys Cassie Hall and Christina Robinson.
And there's another video that I have where he's saying, if you come outside, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot your house.
Who say Max Lartery fired 4 shots through the door and 3 of them struck Samantha Bozeman, mortally wounding her.
Is there a lesson for others in troubled relationships? I would say yes. I would say no, when enough is enough.
Ms. Hall and Ms. Robinson say earlier this month a jury convicted Lartery of murder and more. And Senior Judge David Emerson sentenced him to life in prison with the possibility of parole, plus 5 years, plus 10 years probation if he ever made parole.
She's just a beautiful spirit, just happy, joyful. She'll get on you if she had to, but she was just a happy, helping person.
The 2 trial prosecutors say Lartery, 33 at the time of the shooting, had not been contributing to the household bills and wanted Ms. Bozeman, 51 at the time, to give up custody of 2 of her grandchildren, whom she had adopted. Zipporah Ferguson says shortly before the shooting, her mom came to Ms. Ferguson's job crying.
She was like, I'm done with him, and everything like that.
Prosecutors say Atlanta police, alerted by neighbors who heard gunshots earlier in the day and had not been able to reach Ms. Bozeman on her phone for hours, arrived to find shattered glass and shell casings. And in her kitchen, police found Samantha Bozeman dead, though she had been alive and bleeding for some time, and might have lived if Lartery had called for help soon after the shooting.
He's walking down the street calling her out of her name. He's still making threats.
Instead, Ms. Robinson and Ms. Hall say Lartery traveled about Metro Atlanta, trying to establish an alibi, finishing the night at a Hooters, though by that time her death had been discovered hours earlier. District Attorney Fonnie Willis.
As this grandmother lay and bleed out in her very home, he was gallivanting all through the town. Ending his night at Hooters. It's just a horrible disregard for life. People think of domestic violence as just physical, but it can be economic abuse. He wasn't paying bills. He wasn't being a responsible male. She was able to be financially stable, travel around a lot, and she just wanted to genuinely help Max.
Now, spokesman said the Fulton County Public Defender's Office represented Mr. Lartery, though we must decline additional comments as a motion for a new trial has been filed. We use imagery obtained through the Fulton County District Attorney's Office and the family for this story.
She did him even though there was a big age gap between them. A loving mother and grandmother is once again lost to domestic violence. We do hope people can calm down when they are extremely angry. Our sincere condolences to the friends and family of Samantha Bozeman. May her gentle soul continue to rest in peace. Please stay safe out there, and we shall see.
Hi guys, this is Lil Bit, and this is Marmar. We were just watching the story about the 50-year-old young lady that was dating a 33-year-old man. And I just wanted to give a word of encouragement to the women that's holding down men where they're losing their selves in the process. Let's wake up, guys. Let's wake up. Love should never cost you your peace, first of all. It should never make your kids or grandkids wonder if you'll survive it. Second, you are the prize. See, we are the prize. So we're going to start acting like the prize. And if he ever raises his head or his tongue, run. There's no reason. If this story hits you in the gut, that means it's time to listen to your spirit. Don't wait until your name is in the headlines, guys. This is something serious. Like, comment, and share this because somebody out there needs this more than you know. And Samantha, we got you. Rest in power and peace, and God bless you and your family.